Hey everyone, it's Lee Hankin here. Welcome to this video. So I'm going to dive straight into it. This one is all about how to stand out in competitive markets with cold email. This is relevant for 2024, and honestly, this will be an evergreen cold email strategy. And really, actually, it's honestly applicable for any outbound, whether it's LinkedIn or whatever as well. But the sake of cold email, that's what I focus on more than anything else. So that's what I'm going to focus on in this video for this context. So it's definitely fairly obvious to most people that cold email in 2024 is getting more and more competitive. Obviously, like that's due to a number of reasons, whether it's Hormozy's 100 million leads book or different coaching programs out there teaching lead gen agencies, and just general awareness and access to cold email. It's a pretty low barrier to entry. You don't need to pay money on ads to do it. You basically just get some software set up, domains, and then you can start sending emails once you've written your script. So it's pretty low barrier kind of entry to get into it compared to a lot of marketing methods. So it's really the competitiveness has gone up a lot. So what happens is it gets much harder to stand out in the inbox basically. And I've definitely noticed this. I've been doing cold emails since 2020 as a service for clients and also on a consulting level. And I've definitely noticed in the last few years how this has changed. So now with that being said, while it is becoming more difficult to stand out and get attention, there are things you can focus on, in my opinion, to alleviate this to an extent and still stand out and get attention in the inbox. Okay. So the thing is, what a lot of people have a tendency to do when they get confronted with some kind of competitiveness in their market, saturation, the default kind of response is to, I guess, avoid it or just even run away from it in some cases. In my opinion, you don't need to do that. You just need to use a bit more marketing smarts and intelligence, in my opinion. So, what can you do at a practical level? In my opinion, there's three things to focus on, and this is what I've personally focused on when I try to look at ways to stand out. So, the first thing is what is like your campaign offer. So, this is just a different strategy, honestly. So, depending on your level of knowledge of cold email and experience, you've probably noticed that the default response is generally either to ask for info once you've pitched your offer, a call, something like that. They're generally the two kind of default responses. And they still do work, mind you, but there is a way to stand out a bit when you do your outreach. And one of those ways is by offering a lead magnet of some sort or some kind of free value up front. Like as of recording this video, for example, I know one client I'm working with, communications agency in Germany, they're actually offering different types of white papers on different topics, and that is going extremely well in terms of the number of positive responses we're getting. Like it's crazy, crazy high compared to just what I've seen when you reach out asking for a call or just info like a slide deck or something like that. So in that example, offering a white paper, I've seen work really well. I've seen case studies do really well where you reach out, just like literally offering a case study that's been created, whether it's a video, like a PDF explaining the process. Seen those two examples. Videos as well is a good one. While Loom videos are very kind of overdone, in my opinion, to some extent, I still think they do work. Just depends on the video, really, the content of it. So these are the kinds of things I'm talking about. If you reach out offering something like free value up front, um, you can stand out. So the main thing is that whatever it is you're reaching out about, the thing doesn't really matter that much, in my opinion. It does, but what matters more is that it's related to a problem or challenge that you know exists in your target market that they need help overcoming, and that the thing you offer, the free thing you offer, gives them a way to overcome that in some small way. That's really important. Okay, so the campaign offering itself, offering free value, lead magnet, something like that. Another good way to do this if you struggle with ideas is to use ChatGPT. I have another video on that. I can link that in the description, for example. So I've got a short video I've created recently that explains how to use ChatGPT to come up with ideas for lead magnets and just free things you can offer up front. So that's the first thing, the campaign offer itself. That's one way. The second thing you can look at is your offer itself. So, in my opinion, what I believe with cold email, when actually not even just cold email, with all marketing in general, to be honest, everything starts with your offer. And so, like, your campaigns are generally only going to be as good as what your offer is. So, if you've got an offer that's literally sounds like everyone else, um, that they've already seen like 1,000 times, it's going to be much harder to get attention in the inbox. Okay, and what I'm telling you now, while I'm talking about in the context of cold email, is marketing principle in general. Like this is even applicable to advertising. Okay, so the more and more it sounds like everyone else you're offering, whether it's a product or service, the harder it's going to be to stand out. So what you really need to do is you really need to be very clear on the uniqueness and differentiation of what it is you're offering. Now, I do understand that this varies greatly on the business itself you're in, target market you're in, okay? Um, but it is really important to highlight some kind of differentiation so then your messaging will look and sound, or your offer will look and sound a bit different. Because the thing is, the more and more people get pitched the same service offering or product, the more and more they become desensitized to. I've seen this particularly with in the last year with like companies, lead gen agencies and appointment setting agencies. They're a dime a dozen now. Like compared to 2 years ago and now, they're a dime a dozen. I mean, I even get people pitching me cold email lead gen, which is just fucking ridiculous. These people don't know how to build lead lists properly and to exclude certain categories of people. So, I mean, I even get pitched and I see the kind of stuff these people write. I see what their offers are. It literally all sounds exactly the same. Even saying you do performance based is not anything unique anymore because everyone's heard it a million times by now. So, yeah, it is really important to have your finger on the pulse in your market to try and understand anything that's you can highlight as something that's unique and different in your service offering or your product. Okay. Now, there's only so much I can go in this video in this particular topic. I mean, this is an entire video in terms of structuring offers, offer creation, stuff like that. You can go on about that for hours. But just to let you know, this is a really important part of it, though. Okay, the more and more your offer or product sounds like whatever else exists, the harder it's going to be to stand out. So you really need to nail down on some kind of a differentiation and uniqueness. Okay. So that's the second one. The last one thing you should focus on to help with being in a competitive market is communication and packaging. What do I mean by that? I really mean by how your offer, how you present your offering via your messaging scripts looks and sounds to your target market. That's basically what I mean. So it's really important with this that you need to make sure that in your messaging scripts, the way you communicate the offer and you've packaged it in your messaging is in a way that your target market can and will relate to. So it's really important that they can and will relate to. Because if they can't relate to it, you're going to struggle to get attention from them in the inbox. Okay. Quick example here I've written down is let's say you target personal injury law firms for, I don't know, whatever, you've just got some product or service. If you reach out to them telling them you're going to get them leads and new clients, you might get some bites, probably not many. All right. But if you reach out to them with messaging that's telling them you're going to get them automotive PI injury cases worth a certain amount in their state, I guarantee you that would get many more bites in the inbox compared to the first example I gave. The reason being is because the second example is packaged in a way that they can understand and relate to. It's in language they understand and can relate to, using words they relate to. So it's a very subtle and minor thing, but a big thing at the same time because it has a big impact on the results you get. So that is what I mean by communication and packaging. And that specifically relates to your messaging scripts. Okay. It's how you're communicating and packaging your offer, whether it's a product or service, in your messaging scripts. All right. And that's really important that you communicate it in a way that they will understand and relate to. You're going to get far more responses that way. Okay. So, very important to consider that. So, that's the third one, really important one. So that's really the three main things you want to be focusing on. Okay, so just as a quick recap here, if you want to be able to stand out in the inbox doing cold email in 2024, and this, I believe this will be relevant even in the years to come, honestly, because it's all based on fundamentals. One, your campaign offering, which is basically reaching out with something like lead magnets, free value. Okay, it's a good way to stand out. The second is your offering itself. So being really clear on some uniqueness and differentiation with your offering. And the third one is going to be communication and packaging, which is how you communicate and package your offering in your messaging scripts. It needs to be in a way that your market can and will relate to. So they're the three things, in my opinion. Again, these aren't guarantees they're going to work because that marketing is complex by its very nature. There's no guarantees with anything in marketing or lead generation, sales, whatever. You've got to be realistic and not delusional. But in my experience doing outbound lead gen for what is it, since I started 2018, and I've been doing cold email since 2020, um, these are the three things I found to be most effective when dealing with a competitive, highly saturated market. Okay. So that's really it. I hope this was valuable too. It's a short video, but it's all based on fundamentals, foundational stuff that's going to make a big difference if you apply it. So, yeah. So, thanks again for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please do drop them below. If you like this video, like the video, share the video, please subscribe to the channel, get more notifications. I generally post a video once a week. That's what I aim to do. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know and subscribe. Otherwise, that's it for this one, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks, guys.